Pooja and you are watching Pilates with Pooja. Welcome to this radiant, abundant and glowing and growing YouTube channel. And before we get into it, if you're new here, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, hit the like bell, hit the like button, hit the bell icon, share the video, comment on my video because that helps to support the channel. And yeah, so today we are going to talk about yoga versus Pilates. I'm going to attempt to make a clarification between the two movement methods, and hopefully after today's video people do not come and tell me that Pooja, you do such good yoga. I don't do yoga, I do Pilates. So yeah, with that positivity, let's get into the video. So to begin with, let's begin from the beginning. Let's talk about the origins. So the origins of yoga are in the Eastern tradition, right, with influences from Hinduism and Jainism. And Pilates has its origins from the Western tradition, where it was given by Joseph Pilates, and it came to birth in World War One, right? So that's about the origins. Now coming to the point where I think that most of the confusion that if you're doing yoga or Pilates comes from, which is that both of them are done on a mat, right? To clarify that, yoga is done on a mat, but it is done on a mat from basic to advanced level. All asanas are done on a mat in yoga. Whereas in Pilates, you only begin with mat work and you build your strong foundation over there of understanding the alignment and core engagement, and then take that knowledge and go on to the fancy apparatus of spine correctors and the reformers. So that now that we're talking about mats, there is the difference between the mats themselves in the two movement methods. So in yoga, a non-slip mat is used, and because you want to do your asanas and not slip while doing those asanas, and in Pilates a rather cushy mat is used because you want to flow and do these flowy movements in Pilates, right? So that's about the mats in the two movement methods. Then coming to the breathing pattern in the two methods, this is quite a big difference. So in yoga, you breathe in through the mouth, you breathe in through the nose, out through the nose and into the belly. So you do belly breathing in yoga. But in Pilates, you do thoracic breathing, wherein you breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth and breathe in into your thoracic region. So that's the difference in the breathing patterns of the two, right? Now that we've talked about the breathing patterns, coming to the sort of the appearance of both of these methods, Pilates does these fluid flowy movements rather than these static postures that are done in yoga, because you have to, for example, perform a downward dog in yoga, but at the same time in Pilates, it's not necessary that you only have to stick to doing the downward dog. You can transition from a push-up to a downward dog, for example, right? That's about the sort of the appearance of the exercises. That brings me to the next point, that Pilates has these exercises, whereas yoga has these asanas, these postures, which tells you that these exercises are actually, they have a certain amount of repetitions. Whereas in yoga, you do not have to do repetitions as such, as it's very important to just get the asana right in yoga, right? That being said, Pilates has its rehabilitation sensibility. Sorry. So the goal in Pilates is to get your core engaged, your core strength increased, and your alignment right. Whereas in yoga, the sensibility is of meditation, right? So you, or the entire method is focused on helping you feel relaxed and calm and at peace. So that's another difference. And now finally coming to which one do you want to do you want to go for yoga or do you want to do Pilates? Which one should you do first and which one later on? So sorry, I believe that if you get your core strong and get your alignment right in Pilates, become aware of your body and become aware of your breath, take that knowledge and go to yoga and then do your asanas. This is a good plan also, because often it happens that I know about a lot of people who have lost interest in yoga because they didn't have enough strength to do those asanas, even basic level asanas. So I believe that Pilates gives you the strength and the stamina to get ready for the asanas in yoga. So I mostly prefer Pilates over yoga, right? And yeah, but also there are a few similarities in the two methods. A few of the asanas resemble a few of the asanas in such as a teaser in Pilates resemble a similar asan in yoga, and the Kapalbhati and Pranayam in yoga have amazing effects. I have personally got rid of my asthmatic symptoms with the help of pranayam and Kapalbhati. So they both have their own benefits, but in terms of strength and stamina, I think it's more intelligent or smart to build up your strength and stamina in Pilates and then move on to yoga, right? So yeah, so that's all I have for today. I hope that you get a clarity between yoga and Pilates after this video, and if you don't, then too, it's fine. You can reach out to me on my Instagram handle at Pilates with Pooja or at Pooja Sana Koi Duja, and I can always help you to understand it better. And before you leave, I would really like to know a quote that you live by or a quote that motivates you in life. I would really like to know my viewers. So yeah, go ahead and comment in the comment section below. And yeah, that is it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time. Bye bye.